Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a get ready with me / answer your questions video. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So the first thing I do is I just take a bobby pin of some sort and clip back my bangs because I don't want to get makeup all in my hair. And the primer that I use is called the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer. And as I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you guys have left on some of my videos. So it's going to kind of be like a answer your questions and get ready with me. If you have really oily skin, I recommend this face primer. It works really well for me. I like to work it in my problem areas the most, but I feel like I have problem areas everywhere. So I got a question about what time are your students dismissed and what time do you end up leaving? Would you say you spend a lot of time working at home? So my students are dismissed on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2:30, but on Wednesdays they are dismissed earlier. They're dismissed at 2. Now, teachers cannot leave until 3 o'clock, so we always have to stay until 3 o'clock no matter what day it is throughout the week. The next thing I'm using is the It CC cream. This is my favorite foundation right now. I think it looks pretty natural. I don't like to look too cakey, so I just kind of dab this on. I don't use tons of it, just a dot in each of my areas. And this makeup honestly takes me about 5 minutes to do for school days, so I'm gonna be doing like my school routine makeup. The next question they said is what time do you end up leaving? And it really depends on the day. Like if I have a video to film or if I'm vlogging, I normally won't leave until like 4 or 4:30. But if I if I've already filmed my video and things like that, then I'll leave right at 3 because I just want to get out of there. So honestly, it really depends on the day. I normally don't stay past 5, I would say. Like 5 is my cutoff time. If it's 5, I'm like, okay, time to get out of here. And then the next question that this person asked, and it's Elena Rose, by the way, so thanks for your question, is would you say you spend a lot of time working at home? No. Honestly, no. I try and get all of my work done at school because I don't want to spend tons of time working at home because I don't know why. It's just like I want to keep work at work and not bring it home. Now I will say I bring home a lot of work to do, but I never end up doing it, so it's really pointless for me to bring home. So I would not say I do a lot of work at home. Now my first year teaching, I did a lot of work at home. And I went to school on the weekends all the time, and I just felt myself really getting burnt out, so I try not to do that anymore because I was like never wanted to be at school because I felt really super burnt out. The next thing I'm using is this Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles for my concealer. And I have a question from the Stylish Teacher, and I watch her videos, so thank you for your question. And she said, can you link the papers you used to plan on my pre-plan with me? And yes, I am going to link them. I'm about to do my plan with me video. I have not done it yet, and I planned to do it last week, but when I sat down to film it at school, my computer died. So instead I filmed a classroom tour, which will be up before this video, so I will link it down below if you're interested in watching it. But that was super frustrating. But yes, I will link it. I got it from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I haven't linked it yet. A lot of people have asked me about it, so I will link it. What was I gonna say? I will link it when I do my plan with me video, which is coming very shortly. And then she said, I like them both. I love the one that is on your computer. Is it from TPT or did you make it? And it is from TPT. And then I also had a question from And4563Able. And this person said, when do you teach science? Which is a good question actually, because my district probably is different than some other districts. And this makeup is not going to take me 5 minutes today because I'm answering your questions and I'm getting distracted. But so we have one block for science, social studies, and writing. and we only have 40 minutes in that block. So really we don't have a lot of time for science and social studies, or really writing, in my opinion. So basically what we do is on Tuesdays and Thursdays we teach writing in that block or that time period, and then one week we'll teach science on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, and then we'll finish science if we're not finished the next week, and then we'll move on to social studies. So we kind of just flip-flop science, social studies, science, social studies. When I did my pre-plan with me, it was a social studies week, so that's probably why you're asking when we teach science, because you didn't see it on my plan with me, or my pre-plan with me. But we do teach science. It's just every other week because we only have one block period for it, which I dislike. I wish we had more time for science and social studies because I think it's important, but we don't. So I'm then using this Emphasize powder I put underneath my eyes to just keep them nice and light, and I just put it everywhere that I put my concealer at. So I then got a question on one of my videos. It says, can you do like a lesson plan with me video? And yes, I'm going to be doing that. The next thing I'm using is this All Nighter Urban Decay powder. It's just a translucent powder that I put all over my face. And this person also said, like, where you show us a standard you have to teach and then walk through how you decide how you're going to teach it. So when I saw this, I just wanted to let you know, the person who asked me it, Reagan, which you comment on a lot of my videos, so thank you. But that's not realistic for my school district. It may be realistic for other people's, but for us, we don't get a standard and then have to teach based off of the standard. Basically, we have a pacing guide we have to go off of, and like for language arts, it'll tell us what skills we need to be teaching. For math, the same thing. Social studies and science, it'll tell us. So it'll basically tell us exactly what we need to be teaching. So for social studies, it'll say you need to be teaching the branches of government. So we plan based off of what our pacing guide says, and then I go and do the standards after I'm done planning. So they actually don't give us a standard and say you need to teach this. But if you still want to see a video like that, I would be interested in doing it for you if that's what you're interested in. Because I will say, during the interview process, if they call you back for a second interview, for my case, for instance, they did say, here's a standard, I want you to make a lesson plan off of it and teach it. But that's the only time I've ever had to do that. So like I said, we have a pacing guide at my school and they tell us what to teach. That's kind of how we know what standards to use. But let me know if you still want to see that, and I would be interested in doing that for you. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. And there is a highlighter and a bronzer in it. I'm just going to use the bronzer part with my favorite contour brush ever and just contour my face. I also had a question on my desk tour that said, did you not get a desk provided for you at your school? I think I've answered this before, like the same exact question from this person. But yes, we did get a desk provided for us at our school. I just brought this one in because the desk was humongous and I didn't have a lot of room. And I think I told you guys I do kind of regret getting rid of it because it did have a lot of room in it. But my desk now is definitely cuter. But if I could go back in time, I don't know if I would bring in a new desk. I then had a question about my ornaments. And she asked if the ornaments are plastic or glass. And I accidentally got the glass ones and didn't mean to. Next year I would definitely get the plastic ones. We did have one student break. I think just one student break. There was an accident, but I had some extras. But yes, I meant to get the plastic, but did not. I'm then going to be putting on some blush, and this is from Laura Geller, I think, maybe. And another person asked me if they could see my math board and how I plan my math block. Yes, you can. I'm going to do that video for you guys. I plan to actually show you me putting out my math board because I am going to put up a new one and I'm going to film it, and then you can see it that way. And I think I'm getting into the questions that I answered on my question and answer video, so I think I'm re-answering these questions for you guys. I hope I'm not, but I think I am. So I guess I'll just start I'm then going to blend out my blush and bronzer and put on some highlighter next. And like I said, this makeup honestly takes me 5 minutes in the morning. When I'm not talking, I just throw on a video on YouTube and do this, and honestly it takes me 5 minutes. That is it, no more, which is pretty nice because I just know my makeup's gonna take me 5 minutes. Now I don't do eyeshadow, so I do sometimes do eyeshadow like on the weekends, but at school I normally do not wear eyeshadow. Not really my thing. I'm really into mascara and eyebrows, but not really eyeshadow. So the eyebrow pencil I am using is this Maybelline Total Temptation. It's not really a pencil, it's like a roller, but I basically am just gonna fill in my eyebrows with this. And I realize that I say basically so many times throughout my videos. When I'm editing, I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times can you say that? It's so annoying, but you know. And then I am using my mascara from Too Faced. And this is just a sample, so. I am editing my, or not editing, my classroom tour right now is processing to be on my channel. I'm really excited for that video because it has been highly requested. It'll be up before this video. And I sometimes will put a lip on. Sometimes, like I said, since it's the weekend, I may today, but I don't do it all the time. But I think I'm going to today. So I'm going to use this Pixie Liquid Lip in Evening Rose. I got it all over my lips. This is why I don't put lipstick on. And I have insanely small lips and I hate them. Is this Griswold family Christmas shirt and this plaid shirt over top of it, and then these jeans. And to be wearing my second day of 12 days of socks. So I'm gonna open it up now. And they look like this. Alright guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.